For almost 2 years, everyone told me you've got to meet Alexis Morgan. She's deployed over $40 million into real estate through a fund that she founded at 21 years old. I had the opportunity to shadow her for a week on her East Coast tour, where she spoke at real estate events, connected with local investors and leaders, all the while continuing to run her business of leading her team and funding projects through private money lending. Here's what I witnessed as we traveled through 5 cities while gaining a mentor and a friend. Alexis had officially started her East Coast tour the week prior. I was joining her on her second leg. I flew up from Chicago and met her in Washington, D.C., where we met up with our friend Eric. We spent the majority of the day with local investors touring investment properties for Alexis to potentially fund. We drove from DC to Philly, where we met up with the incredibly kind and ambitious Lena. I got to see Alexis speak for the first time at a meetup, and we were invited to dinner by Doran Levy, who gave us a tour of his boutique hotel and restaurant and told us all about his adventures in creative finance and the details that went into the completion of this project.
It is 1:15 in the morning. Just got to New York. It's been fun.
We left Philly that same night and arrived in New York around 1 a.m. The next day, Alexis spoke at an NYC meetup, and we went out to dinner with several other leaders, where the conversations were at an all-time high. I remember thinking in those moments how grateful I was to have a seat at the table with people willing to pour into me. The rest of our time in New York was spent meeting up with other investors, a little bit of sightseeing, and meeting another real estate celebrity, Kevin Cho. He let us use his studio for Alexis to film an upcoming podcast with Fractional's founder, Stella Hahn. Throughout these moments, Alexis was incredibly present. She would pull me aside and point out things she had learned over the years for me to become aware of and then implement. We wrapped up our time in New York City to begin our second to last leg of the East Coast tour. Connecticut gave us a moment to breathe, and once again, there were so many people excited to see Alexis speak at a meetup. We drove up to Boston that night and crashed at the Airbnb around 2 a.m. I took some time that day to reflect on what the week had meant to me as a whole.
It's the final day. We're in Boston, getting ready to go to the last event. Let's go.
We went to the final meetup, the grand finale, Boston. The East Coast leaders had gone all out, making it incredibly bittersweet for this to end. After Alexis gave her final speech, we both caught up with many familiar faces. Believe it or not, I didn't used to be a people person. I thought I could do everything solo, but then what's the point? The biggest theme I saw that week was, why would you want to grow alone? I'm so grateful for each city, meetup, dinner, car ride, and conversation. I'm so grateful for everyone I got to meet. And I'm so grateful to have met Alexis Morgan.